The Grapevine on a Tuesday morning here on the Smooth Breakfast. This is Smooth 98.1. We love music, we love life, we love to gist and have great conversation. That is what we do on the Grapevine. It is all about the entertainment stories, yes, indeed, and everything in between, all the gossip, all the hot tea. We spill everything, we break the tables, shake them, whatever it is. We get to do it all right here every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:15. Sincere apologies for starting a little bit behind time. I know you've been waiting patiently or impatiently for us to come in and give you all the good stuff. And we are definitely here. Yours truly, Ayokunmi Kekeriako. And of course, the one and only Irabor Okosun joining me. Irabor, good morning to you, my G. What's going
Good
on?
morning. Good morning, Lagos. Good morning, Ayo. How's everything?
Good, good, good. We're thankful. We're here. We're alive and kicking and ready to tackle what the day has in store for us. Carpe diem, as they say, we're seizing the day. You know what it
Yes,
is.
so. Yes, so, for sure.
Alrighty, for you out there joining us this morning, you can join us on WhatsApp. Yes, indeed, we are fully back on the WhatsApp platform. It was a little bit of a hiatus, but we are happy to be back with you on that platform. And the new number, which you should save now, you can kick the old one out. The new number, let me take it really slowly so you can write that down and save it on your phones. It's 0911 999 0981. Let me take that again. 0911 999 0981. That's the new official Smooth WhatsApp number. So you need to save that so you can send your messages and thoughts into us on the Grapevine this morning. We love to hear from you. We're also on YouTube. We're streaming live at Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Alrighty, Irabor, let us jump into the big stories this morning. Let's talk about the Super Falcons. Yes, let's talk about the Super Falcons who are swimming or will be swimming in cash, I guess, as soon as the alerts hit their accounts and all that. They were received by President Tinubu and the First Lady yesterday at a reception after their triumph at the Women's Africa Cup of Nations out there in Morocco. That was on Saturday, 3-2 win, 10th title, Mission X, complete, accomplished. Anyways, they flew in and they were treated to a nice dinner and everything. And the president presented them cash prizes of the equivalent of 100,000 USD. Yes, 100,000 US dollars, the Naira equivalent. For those who love to punch numbers, do your calculations. That's 150 something, 60 million Naira per Falcon. They were also presented or also awarded awards of national honors, OON, Officer of the Order of the Niger. They were also allocated three-bedroom apartments in the Renewed Hope Estate. Now, the 11-man technical team, the manager and other coaches and everything, were each gifted 50,000 USD, Naira equivalent. And the governor of Kwara State, Abdurrahman Abdurazak, gifted them 10 million Naira each. That was pooled by all the state governors all together. So, Irabo, it's like us not going into sports. This is where we are right now. I mean, after how many days of playing in the WAFCON, like a month, won the WAFCON, and boom, it's a Naira rain.
Mm. Well, from what I read and when I was doing research, I found out that they had not been honored, for any of their wins the way they were this particular one. So, if you look at the fact that they've been neglected, quote and unquote, since their first championship, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and now the 10th, $100,000 seems fair, because
Mm.
they've not been awarded anything since they started winning. So you can look at it from that angle and kind of justify the $100,000 amount. Even if it was when the exchange rate was 160, $100,000 is still a lot of money when you convert it. So 100 million plus, 150 million plus, that's a huge sum for you to never go broke ever in your life for generations to come if you're smart enough to invest that, because you're not even going to use that money to even buy a house. You already have a three-bedroom house. Then you have an extra 10 million naira. So if any Falcon is listening, that's 150 that you have. Just go and fix or invest that 100 million first. The remaining
Mm.
40 million, 50 million, use it to invest in small to medium scale businesses that will give you revenue immediately, so that one can just be recurring while you forget about the fixed deposit or the euro bonds that you used to buy with the 100 million. Then the
You
10 million is your waka
understand?
waka. The 10 million is your waka waka money
You're
for you to be
spending
doing
money.
all your spending money. But when you are spending, you have to put yourself on a budget. So from that 50 million that you have, you can just squeeze maybe 20 M. You don't need to buy a brand new car. You can just get something very decent. So that's what I would advise any of them to do. Don't go and spend it all, because you don't know when you would win another AFCON or the next president to award you 100K. You're not really sure about all those things. So because women's sports, they don't really pay, especially the football players. They probably earn about, the highest is about $1 million a year, then save for endorsements. But I'm loving the fact that our athletes are recognized. They're being given these things. We hope that it's not audio money. We hope it's not audio money. We hope that really, 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 they are going to be giving these things hopefully before the end of this month, or even August, or this year at least, because the guys from 1996, I remember even 1994 too. I think it was just a few years ago, or maybe last year, that they got their own houses, or the things that they were
Yeah.
promised way, way, way,
After
way back in the day.
after so
But you
many
need,
years, man.
after so many years, you need to give kudos to the team that is running Tinubu's media and PR and whatever it is you want to call that department, because I get confused sometimes. You see their positions, you'll be wondering, essay to the this on public affairs, essay to the this on communication, essay, like, I really don't know. But all those guys, the people who came up with the idea of pointing it out to Tinubu that he should milk, the passing of Buhari, and really use it as a PR move for him to embellish his standing as the president, as well as this Falcons win, to use it as well to, boost his ratings and everything. So yes, for sure, he has won on that regard. But again, I wonder what we would give the men's team if they win Olympic gold or World Cup or maybe another Nations Cup or something. I really wonder, because when I heard the amount, I was like, $100,000. Wow, that's a lot of money. That's each.
Each,
You
exactly,
understand?
each.
Each. So when you hear the Kwara governor giving 10 million, like, okay, 10 million is not bad, but 10 million in this economy, not beyond. But again, I'm happy for them. I'm very, very
Irabor,
happy for them.
no BMK. I give you 10 million now. No BM.
No, when I say 10 million, like, if you give me 1 million cents, I will thank you very well. No, but it's good to see. It's good to see. I hope this will be motivation for other people. But now, aside just awarding these people all these monies, we need to put infrastructure in place to be able to get successful athletes, people that
Definitely.
So we need to invest in our infrastructure, because if you're going to look at $100,000 times whatever amount times the $50,000, that amount, if you convert it, you can do a lot of good in the infrastructural area to make sure that it is a recurring thing where you get talents representing the country across all sports.
Most definitely. And that is such a very, very valid point, because I look at Nigeria and look at the sort of talent that we have in different sports. I then look at our record when it comes to international competitions, Olympics, and so on. And I ask myself, I mean, we should be rubbing shoulders with a lot of these countries who are doing big things on the world stage, but we're so handicapped by the lack of infrastructure, the lack of investment, the lack of, should I say, interest in pushing sports
Lack
forward.
of sense. You can say it. Lack of sense. You can say it. It's fine.
Okay. Yes, Irabor said it's lack of sense, because anyone that has an ounce of common sense would know that sports is a multi-billion-dollar economy on its own. I mean, look at the Premier League, look at leagues all across Europe. I mean, Club World Cup was put together. I mean, yes, of course, for different reasons, but money is one of them, most definitely. So we don't put our energies in the right places, really and truly, and that's something that has to change, because we have the numbers to be able to dominate in a lot of different sports across board. There is no arguing that one, but are we? That is the question. I don't know. But once again, congratulations to the Super Falcons for doing the business and bringing glory to Nigeria for the 10th time. I think out of 14, I think 12 or 14 WAFCONs, we've won 10. So yeah, leave them for us. Leave them for us. That is all I'm going to say on that matter. Anyways, Irabor, away from the Falcons, let's talk about Charly Boy. He's been spitting fire in a regard. And He has lashed out at the Bariga Local Council Development Area for removing his name from a popular bus stop and replacing it with that of music star Olamide. And the bus stop, previously known as Charly Boy Bus Stop, was renamed Bado Bus Stop as part of a new street naming initiative announced on Friday by Kolode David, the chairman of the Bariga LCDA. It was very interesting because when it comes to renaming certain spots and areas within Lagos, Irabor. Now, there are some places that you would say, okay, if they are renamed, the name will catch on. But there are some places that are so iconic that when you take away the name and replace it, it never seems to stick. A very good example is Ikorodu Road. It's been Ikorodu Road for as long as I remember. But I know years ago it was renamed to, I think, is it Moshood Abiola Road or something. Till this day, it is still Ikorodu Road. Now, it's the prerogative of the government to do what they will. But, I mean, the thought behind it, I don't know. What do you think, Irabo?
I mean, I feel we have a lot of streets, a lot of compartments and areas in Lagos or in Nigeria in general. So I don't really see it may be politically motivated, I don't know, but I don't see the point in replacing Charlie Boy's street or corner of Lagos with another artist's name. I don't understand it. Is there no other place that they could have named? I don't get that part. I think Charlie Boy is well within right to talk about it, to complain about it, but I really don't understand the move, behind the Lagos LCDA people. Like, I don't understand because, Charlie Boy is the original area father. So, I mean, the fact that he just recently got erased from the Lagos Bariga LCD. I don't know what they thought really. I mean, his bus stop now bears Bado bus stop. I mean, we love Olamide. Nobody's saying that we don't love Olamide, but I think Charlie Boy's response is very classic because he reminds us that you can't. I mean, you can change the signboard, but you can't erase the spirit. But it's something that shouldn't have been done, in my own opinion. I mean, I think this just highlights a deeper cultural conflict. I mean, the need for a younger generation to see themselves reflected versus erasing the contributions of those who worked so that others could run. But I don't think Olamide has any doing here in terms of him selecting that's the bus stop or the street he wants to change. I really don't understand the story when I saw it. I mean, Charlie Boy was an activist before activism was very trendy. I mean, he was a true rebel. I mean, he was never begging for approval. We know him most definitely. I mean, so I think the question to pose now is that should names of landmarks evolve with pop culture, or should legacy names be preserved as a way of honoring historical impact? Like, are we just going to be changing everything? Do we leave things as they should be originally? If you look at the movies, if you look at when they wanted to change Unilag too as well, see how people protested.
Mm.
So again, I think legacy isn't painted on signpost shop, but I feel it's etched in culture. And for Charlie Boy, I think it's still very much alive in the spirit of resistance and people's minds. So let's see, people would, when I say protest night, I don't mean in any way, or I'm just saying, like, would people not agree to it? Would they just allow it happen, or would they, have an issue with it, just like with the Unilag situation? Let's see.
I remember that one. It was Unilag to Moshood Abiola University, and nobody was having it. And you know, when I think about it now, Irabo, looking at the name Unilag, I mean, it was beyond a name. It was a brand. It held a lot of prestige, power,
Yeah,
influence. You say, oh, Unilag. I went to Unilag. I know someone in
yeah,
Unilag. It had this
yeah.
this oomph about it. So
It's a bus stop on its own too now. I mean, it's like, it's iconic. It's there. It is what it is. Simple.
Yes, indeed. Taya sent in a message to us on WhatsApp. Taya, this is your message. It's giving my brain leg over right now. Can you please take a look at the message and resend it? I'm trying to piece it all piece it all together. Thank you very much as you do so. Emeka says, I also hope our female basketball team, the Tigers that is, receives equal recognition if they win this Afro basketball competition that is happening right now. That is true. They have also won the title multiple times. My concern is if this is sustainable. Now that is a very, very big question. That's a very, very big
Because
question.
if you think about it, that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
That's a lot of money. That's a
I
lot
mean,
of money.
if you said a precedent, well, you just might be arm twisted to carry on because I mean, if you did it for the Falcons and then the Tigers go on and win the unequivalent of the title, they'll ask the question, hey, the Falcons were celebrated and they were awarded. What about us? Do our lives
How
not
much would you
matter?
even now give Olympic champions? People, let's say, go to Olympics and they win gold. What do you do?
Well,
When they
this is
win gold, because we don't win gold like that.
mm, well, this is why
Uh-huh.
you think about the consequences of actions before you take action. Stan says, please be reminded that it wasn't only Charlie Boy bus stop that was renamed. Almost all streets that carry Eastern names are being renamed in all of Agro Palace Road and Okota. Well, Stan, I think I think I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure. There were also some a couple of streets or bus stops that had indigenous Yoruba names that were changed as well. But it has been said that this move has some political slash ethnic coloration to it as well, which I honestly do not want to dive into at this point in time because it's a very dicey conversation to have. It's not a grapevine conversation to have, but Stan, I hear you and I understand perfectly where it is that you are coming from. Thank you very much for bringing that up and for your message as well. Ayofedada on YouTube says, for example, NEPA to PHCN, that one is classic. To the various subdivisions, but still, it will always and forever be known as NEPA. But that Charlie Boy Junction name change to Bado is most definitely politically motivated. Aha, somebody else saying the same thing as well.
Ayo, that changed from NEPA to PHCN. Nothing still changed now.
Never expect power always. All right, Irabor, let's move on to this particular story. Now, I've been wanting to talk about this one for about 2 weeks now. I haven't been able to get to it for one reason or another. And it's about this Nigerian adult content creator that, shed some light on the deeply personal circumstances that led her into the world of adult filmmaking, citing a desire for personal freedom, financial independence, and rebellion against a strict upbringing. Now, her name is Miss Nympho, which is very, very fitting as far as I'm concerned. Now, she said her entry into adult films began shortly after a very compromising photo she posted on Twitter went viral. She was 18 at the time, and she said she had aspirations of entering the mainstream modeling industry. But it's very interesting. I mean, the reasons that she gave, citing a desire for personal freedom, financial independence, as well as rebellion against a strict upbringing. Now, call me nuts, but I think that those things can be achieved without going into the industry that she actually went to.
So I really don't. When we talk about these types of topics, and I'm always about the family unit. I know waiting I did talk. I have to use pidgin to convey it. I know what I am saying specifically. If you look at her story, she's saying her rise began with rebellion, not glamour. That's from being locked indoors during childhood to going viral at 18. She saw adult content as both a freedom and income. If you listen, like if you just allow that, enter your head a little bit, you're looking for freedom. And your freedom is you putting yourself in bondage with multiple bodies because you want money. She now admits that she chose adult film because she didn't want to work too hard. You now ask yourself, is this bold or problematic? What has
Mm,
feminism and wokeness and the internet turned people into? You now look at this, like her story isn't just salacious, like it reveals the desperation and vulnerability many young Nigerians face when they are left to navigate freedom without guidance. Like if you look at it, when you tell people, don't do this, you shouldn't do this. Why are you doing this? You question, is it your life? Is it your this is what happens. This is what happens. I mean, there's also a serious gap in Nigeria's legal protections for sex workers and adult
mm,
content creators. Like, I don't understand what's going on. Like, there needs to be some form of legislation to ban this nonsense. Seriously, even dressing needs to be banned. I'm telling you, like me, if I be president, the things that we do and put in place, if I mean the people that are making laws, what I'll be presenting as bills, hey, Chineke. I mean, if you now look at it closely, her strained relationship with her mother also shows how personal rebellion often has really, really caused long-lasting family consequences. Like, you know that this is going to upset any family member. If you wake up tomorrow and you see maybe your sister, your cousin, or somebody, I mean, even your brother self, your anything is doing something like that, of course you're going to have. If your friend even says is doing something, like, you're going to have an issue with it. These are things that
right,
are not supposed to
right.
be. Yeah, let's not even be. So I don't know what has happened, with the family unit in Nigeria, where mostly, even now today, if you engage with certain, because I'm a male, I'm going to speak for women and men now. Like, you engage with certain people, you understand what thing happen for our family. They not beat una, they don't talk to una. I understand that parents can die, something can happen, this can happen, but the society as a whole, like they say, it takes a village. Why are we allowing people to be useless, to even now allow them to command attention because they have money? So because somebody has money, they can do no wrong. You can't question them. I mean, even the government, if you talk PEM, they do PEM. So what is now the issue? Everybody should just sit back and just be looking. There was an interview that I was watching with Andrew Tate and this sex worker porn star, whatever she calls herself. What's her name again? One girl like Bonnie Blue. Bonnie Blue that had over 1,000 people for, I don't know, like if you check her history, she has daddy issues and family issues. Do you understand? Even Andrew Tate said, you know what? Do whatever you want. We are not even going to be telling you what you're doing is bad. Do whatever you want. Don't worry. I think that's what should be done. Do you. Just allow people to be doing themselves. Then the Ibati that I will give and a barada I will give somebody that will come and meet me that after they've realized that what they've gone through or what they're doing is nonsense, they now want to now trauma and something. The Agbara I will give you, it go pass Roger Federal backhand. Like this it's pissing me off. Like seriously, I mean, what does this say about our society's failure to prepare young people for the weight of freedom? Do you know what freedom is? And are we ready to talk about adult content as an industry? Not just scandal. No. You can't. Hey God, I always tell people the popularity and this thing that you're looking for. Do you know if you can handle it? You know what you need to day free, make you day public eye, or make you just day free, like you can do things on your own, no consequences. Okay, now
it's tough. It's tough. And Irabor, before we actually leave the story, there's a quote here that I'm attributing to her that she said. Now she said, "I'm doing adult movies so I don't have to work too hard. Anything that would make me stand up and go around. So as a lazy person, this was a way out." I don't even know how to unpack that, really.
Hey, see, one of my friends' kids. So the girl, like she was telling me, the girl want to. Actually, I said just bring her for 2 weeks. It's okay, just 2 weeks. It's fine. 2 weeks. Of course you will change. Are you okay? You know what? Do you know what is out there in this world if you're not prepared? Even man, where don't go through man things. Sometimes the world will knock you down. If you don't get foundation, you go follow. Okay. Moving on.
Moving on. All right, real quick, let's talk about Portable and VDM. And a huge amount of money is being bandied around. Now, Portable, he has turned down 100 million naira proposal to physically confront social media critic, Very Dark Man, stating that he would only agree to fight if he were offered 1 billion naira. And there's been some tension between the both of them after some diss tracks, Drake and Kendrick Lights, that kind of thing. It's been back and forth. Portable in the video said he dismissed the $100 million offer, saying, sorry, naira offer, I beg your pardon, dollar care, as saying was far too low, asserting that his fans frequently give him similar amounts, and that if anybody can drop 1 billion, that he will fight him and that he will beat him. I don't know how Portable is going to pull that one off, but it's just ridiculous what's going on in Nigeria right now, Irabor.
So I will look at it from this angle. I think, this whole saga is more than two loud personalities. I think it's about brand monetization, influence, and public drama as business. I think Portable is using beef as leverage. You'd agree strategically, shockingly. He's turning controversy into currency. So I feel they are just doing business, in my own opinion. I think it's a business move, or this whole thing is just business. I don't know how they are cashing out, but I know that there's some form of business way around it. Because Portable, has he ever seen 100 million naira before?
But he said that his fans regularly give him that.
And now a lot of people talk now. A lot of people talk smack now. A lot of people talk smack. A lot of people talk smack. You want 1 billion. What even what they gave Falcons is 1 billion. I beg. Let's but really, what does this say about the industry? Is noise now more profitable than music? Is noise now more profitable than substance? I mean, if you look at Pella and all these people, like you're like, okay, so what are we doing? But again, you can't talk. So let's be looking. I would love to see the fight, though. I would love to see the fight.
Who would win, Irabor? I mean, VDM Portable. Who do you think is going to win? First round knockout, fifth round.
I mean, Mike Tyson said that you when you get punched in the face, you would erase all the plans you had. So anything can happen. One punch can change everything. You understand?
One punch can change everything.
One punch can change everything. Once you land a clean punch, it's done.
Well, it's done. At the same time, talking about clean punches, well, it depends on if there's a ring on your finger, under that boxing glove, because, you might decide to fortify yourself before getting into the ring.
Oh, when we were talking about ring, I thought you were going into Shafi Bello and wanted to get married. No, I think they'll check their gloves and all that, so.
I'm talking about, because I need to talk about this as well before I wrap it up. Yes, I'm adding some extra time. I can actually pull that one off, because why not? Talking about Auntie Shafi Bello, she's open about her experience dating younger men and why she won't do that again in the future. She made that revelation during an appearance on the Dear Ife podcast. Now, she admitted that she once dated a younger man for the fun of it. Now, she explained that she has no intentions of doing it again because she's now in a different headspace and what she's looking for is different. Now, she says, I'm quoting here, she says, yes, men still slide into my DM. Now, when you're over 50 and young men slide into your DM, that's flattering, but some of them are just badly behaved. Some will come and say, hi, dear. You just want to insult their mother, but it's flattering. Auntie Shafi, please reconsider your stance. Biko, hear about your thoughts.
See, I'm gonna keep it 1000% right now. Seriously. The only reason anybody's gonna be following Shafi is if she has wealth. Exceedingly monumental wealth. Nobody's gonna just want to. I'm speaking for myself. And what I think. So like anybody who's gonna follow somebody like Shafi, like that, is say money day. Nobody's going to follow her because what she's sexy or she's hot or whatever. She's 54. I know women that are 58 that are hotter and well put together than Shafi. She's a well-spoken, talented person. I don't have any issue with that. But now what happened with Ms. Nympho, not exactly like what Ms. Nympho is doing, but like that mentality of freedom. She don't work out. She left her family now to go and pursue dream now. Now she don't see her mom. Last, now marriage, make her marry. You are 54. You don't do everything you want to do. Nobody's going to want to marry you for who you are and what you are, what you bring to the table. It's going to be for positioning or whatever. And what kind of positioning does she even have? I mean, she says she's done with dating younger men, not because it was a mistake, but because the season is over. Of course, the season is over. You are in your 50s. So men too, there are some 30-year-olds that will not go follow just because they would rather look for a 20-something-year-old. So people want to mess with the order of things. That's what happens. I mean, she's admitting to having fun, but now she wants more. Marriage now on her own terms, not our textbook Nigerian idea of it. Like, you cannot dictate. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, really. I mean, younger men sliding into her DMs telling her hi, dear. What does she want them to say? Hi, mama. Hey, sexy mama. Hey, sharp. Hey, Fifi. Or what? I don't understand. Like, what does she want them to say? Hey, AS. Or ASB. Or hey, Miss Bello. Or what? I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. Like, this whole thing, it speaks to maturity, emotional intelligence, and clarity. Like, it's really, I mean, like, seriously, let's not be accommodating all this kind of things. Let's not be doing it. I beg. Let's not be lying to women. Let's be telling them the truth. They need to know the truth about life. Because you cannot want to dictate. You are 54. Who wants to follow? Dangote won't follow you.
How do you know?
Won't follow. He won't follow her. Follow her for what she wants. She wants marriage. She wants to be the singular person in the man's life. At 54, after all the Baba now, you go back home and get 200,000 miles. Come on now.
Yeah,
Uh-uh.
well, on that note, let me take the messages. Tayo, Tayo says, okay, who go settle this beef between VDM and Portable because he went to the studio and dissed him and Portable isn't having it. And he also should go into the studio and diss him back now. Kendrick and Drake Light, as far as I'm concerned. Does Portable also want national honors? I beg, because VDM with handicap will floor him. He thinks in a speedy. And he says OS wants to justify OF industry because of freedom and rebellion. Well, local Miyake. Who is Miyake, Tayo? Do I know her? Um, then Tega should have joined the Falcons as a player because who go give me title? Officer
Me,
of
I
the
go marry
smooth.
Tega. I go marry Tega there straight.
Then Irabor, this one is for you. Tayo says, Irabor, send me that list of fine mamas. I want to check source of funds. I'm just passing the message across.
Top on the list is Desiani. That's all.
Honorable Minister, off your mic. Off your mic, as they say. Ayofedada on YouTube says, I have just 3 words for that lady's excuse for going into the adult industry. Utter woke nonsense. Thank you, Ayofedada, for that message. Much appreciated. And thank you so much for keeping it tuned to the grapevine. We really need to wrap it up. Tayo, don't worry. As soon as I get that list and I'm done with it, I'll send it to you for you to peruse. Just be patient. Be patient. It'll get to you soon enough. All righty, Irabor, thank you so very much for joining me this morning, making it an absolutely amazing show. Always a pleasure having you.
Yeah, morning, man. Good morning, Lagos.
All right, Irabor, just hold on a minute. Do not exit the call yet. I just want to
Okay.
talk to you about something very briefly. And yeah, Lagos, don't worry. Keep it tuned. Smooth Breakfast, Smooth 98.1. Don't go anywhere.